So, if we remember, we had been doing one problem, and this was on typically trial and error type of solution, right? So, when we had taken trial and error, we had done first two trials, we saw that it was not coming as the solution. Now, let us look into the third one. Okay? So, but to recapitulate, because otherwise you have to go back to your previous slide, previous lecture, that's difficult. So, from where we started, that let us write. We wrote that the equation was RT by M ln of P1 by P2 plus 1 plus S plus 4 alpha F L by D, right, this into GRT square by 2M square, right, into 1 by P1 square minus 1 by P2 square, right, plus 1 plus S into G into Z1 minus Z2 is equals to 0, right. We found out in the previous class the values of RT by M is equal to 8.4 into 10 to the power 4, right. We found out 1 plus S plus 4 alpha F L by D, this is equal to 137.8. We also found out GRT by M square, half of that, right, GRT by M square, half of that is equals was equals to 3.48 10 to the power 12, right. And these are the three, and the fourth one, 1 plus S into G into Z1 minus Z2, this was at minus 3188.25, right. So, we got trial 1 assuming P1 by P2 is equals to 1, that therefore, P1 is equals to P2, and we got this left hand side of this whole equation was equals to less than 0, right, is negative, right, that is less than 0. Why? Because P1 by P2, P1 was equals to P2, so this went off, this is ln of 1, that of 0, so first two terms 0, this was negative, so it is less than 0. In trial 2, we had assumed that let P1 by P2 is equals to 1.2, that is P1 is equals to 1.2 P2, right. So, if we write that, we had written it, so instead of P1 we had written 1.2 P2, so here it was 1.2 P2 square, and here 1 by P2 square. So, if we take P2 square out, so 1.2 square minus 1, that became negative. So, this term became negative, this was positive, this term negative. So, this value was very small. So, left hand side again became negative. So, this is less than 0, right. Now, let us take the third trial. So, trial 3, let us take, if it is 1.2 is less, then let P1 by P2 is equals to 1.5. Yeah, say let us take P1 by P2 is equals to 1. Something, maybe 4 or 5, so that this becomes 1.5. This becomes positive. So, if we take this value we have found out to be RT by M 8.4 10 to the power 4 plus this value we have seen 137.8, right. Of course, here one ln of P1 by P2, that is ln of 1.5 into this 137 this into we had this whole stuff to be 3.48 10 to the power 12, right. 3.48 10 to the power 12, and we took 1 by P2 common, and inside it becomes 1.5, right. 1.5 P2 square minus 1 by P2 is already taken out, so 1.5 square divided by 1 minus we had this 3188.25, right. So, if we make this solution and see what is the value, so we get 1.5 square inverse, right. 1 square 1 by 1 square, okay. So, this value is 0.44 minus 1 is equals to minus 0.55. Are we doing correct? So, 1 by P2 comes out, 1 by P2 comes out, right. So, P1 is 1 by P1 is 1.5 P2, right. So, if we write 1.5 P2 square, so 1 by 5 P1 by P2 goes out. So, 1 by 1.5 square minus 1, right. So, that becomes 1 by 5 square. So, that is minus 0.55, right, and this is 1, and let us see what about ln of 1.5. 1.5 ln is positive 0.40, right. So, this is positive, this is negative, this is also negative, right. If that be true, so 1.5 minus this is that. So, we had this GRT by this thing was 10 to the power 12, okay. So, it was 137.8 10 to the power 12. So, 1 by 1.5 square minus 1. So, this becomes ln of 1.5 into 8.4 10 to the power 5. So, let us see 8.4.5 0.04 into 8.4 10 to the power 4 so that becomes 34059, right? So that becomes 34059 or 34059. Right, and this we have seen to be negative. Okay, that was negative, that is 1.5 square inverse minus 1 is equals to that minus into 1.37 137.8 137.8 into 3.48. Is it 10 to the 12 or 10 to the 9? It was 10 to the power 3.48. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, 12. So 3.48 into 10 to the power 12. Okay, then how come it becomes positive then? 26 our this thing was GRT squared by 2m square, right? GRT squared by 2m square. GRT squared by 2m squared 1 plus S4 alpha FL by D 1 plus S4 alpha FL by D. So that has become 137.8. This is 10 to the power 12 and this is minus of that 1.4 P2, right? And without the value of P2 is 1. P2 is 1 atmosphere. So if we take 1 P2, then 1.2, right? This is 1.5 P1 square. So 1.5 square minus 1, this is minus, and that became equals to minus 26641. So it is still a bigger number, right? It is still a bigger number, 10 to the 12. So how come it is then? It has become P1 by P2 1.5. So this is 3.34099 is okay, but how it has come so less? Our 1 by 2 GRTM square is this, so 3.489 10 to the 12 is okay, and this has become 3 minus 3.88 3188, fine. So when we took ln of P1 by P2 is 1.5, then this became this number, fine. But how come this has become so low, 26015? Because in our expression it was GRT by 2m square, yes, 1 by P1 square minus 1 by P2 square, not cube, 1 by P2 1 square by 1 by P2 square. So if that is true, then ln of P1 by P2 is 1.5. So it has become that 34059 or something, and this value is 137, this value 10 to the 12, this value is minus 0.55 something. So if so much and this is negative, then how come then this has become 1.5, this 26016.236, right? So this has become so low. So 14308 in the first case, 1.2. When we took, it came like that. So it was 3.489, 10 to the 12. So it was 1 by P1 square minus 1 by P2 square. So P1, P2, so P1 1.12, P1 we have taken 1, P2 is 1, so we have taken the ratio of P1 by P2 is 1.2, right? So P1 is 1.2, this is 1, and if it taken 1.2, then P1 is 1.2 P2, right? So if we substitute here 1 by P1, and P1 is 1 atmosphere, right? And if we take 1 atmosphere, 101325, right, Pascal, so that has to be taken. Then only this number will come so low. So 1 by P2 square, that is into this 1 by 1.2 square minus 1, right? So when we are taking P1, no, P2 is given as 1 atmosphere, right? That is 101325 Pascal, right? That is P2. So if we write the value of P2, so 101325 square into 1 by 1.2 square minus 1. So if we look at that, then 1 by 1.2 square, 1 by 1.2 square, 1.2 square is this inverse of that, minus 1 is equal to this, right? Okay, divided by 101325 square is equal to so much into we had this value, where this one 3.48 into the 12 and 137. So into 137.8 into 3.48 into 10 to the power 12. Oh, is 14272, right. So that's how it came negative. For this case, if we write, it was, for first time it was okay, this term was 0, this term was 0, and it was negative, this term is negative. So for the second one, this has become 1.2 ln, right. So this is some positive value, this has become negative, and negative is how much? Minus 14272, and this was 3188, and this was RT by M, it became 8.4 10 to the power 4. This came 8.4 10 to the power 4 is equal to 84000. Okay, this into ln of into 1.2 of ln is 0. So 15315. So plus 15315 minus 14372 minus 3188 was a negative value. It is true, right? So we have to convert this 1 atmosphere to Pascal and substitute this into P2, then only we can get in. So in that case, this value we have got for P2, right, 1.5, that is if P1 by P2 is 1.5, then this value we got for the first term. Second term we got let us look into again what is the value of second term. Second term came out to be 1 by 1.5 square, 1.5 square, right, inverse minus 1 is equals to this divided by 101,325 square equal to this into it was 3.48 into 10 to the power 12. So it came to be minus 188. So our thing was 34059 minus 188.31 minus 3188.25. If we neglect that, then it became to be calculated as 34059 minus 188.31, if we minus 3188.25, this is equal to 30682, right. So that means this is a positive value, right. So this is a positive value, right. That means this is greater than 0, which means that the value is lying between 1.2, which was negative, and between 1.2 which was negative and 1.5 which is positive. This has become negative, this has become positive, right. So, it is lying between 1.2 and 1.5, that is the ratio P1 over P2 is between 1.2 and 1.5. It lies between that. So, now we have to take 1.4 in a similar fashion. We have to find out. That is why I said this compressible fluid flow, the calculations are very big, and that is why typically I have taken that with the help of the calculator. Let us also try online. The reason being, you also practice, right. Otherwise, we could have done outside and put the value, then it would have become very difficult for you to understand. For example, here we had said in the problem that outlet pressure was 1 atmosphere, right, and inlet pressure is to be found out, right. If we put 1 atmosphere in an atmospheric term, then this problem will have very difficult to solve, and the units which we have. So, here atmosphere has to be converted into Pascal. So, 1 atmosphere is 101,325 Pascal. So, the moment we took that 101,325 Pascal, we could realize that first trial when P1 is equals to P2 was there, that time it was okay. But when it became P1 is equals to P2, other than that 1.2 times P2, then it became negative. First time also it became negative, right. We found whatever we had done was not coming. So, then we realized that no, it should be converted into Pascal. The moment it converted into Pascal, we found the solution. It was like that, and then we carried out for 1.5. We saw this is to be positive. Now, if we take the value of P1 by P2, P1 by P2 to be 1.4, then by properly doing, I am not because now we are running out of time. So, if we do 1.4, then the first term left hand side, first term is coming 28,283.668, second term is coming minus 22,936.763, third term over 3,188.25, and when it is coming like that, if we add up, then it becomes equals to greater than 0, right. So, it is positive, right. So, this becomes positive. So, it is less than, then that means P1 by P2 lies between 2 and 4, right. So, P1 by P2 less than 2, but greater than, rather greater than 2, but less than 4, right. So, if that be true, now let us take P1 by P2 to be equals to 1.3, and left hand side we will see this is still positive, right, and that means it is greater than 0. So, we can say 2 is less than P1 by P2 less than 3. So, it is lying between 2 and 3. So, now let us take P1 by P2 to be 1.33, right, and we will see that it is this is then not positive, this is negative. So, it is less than 0, that is this 3 and 4. P1 by P2 lies between 3 and 4. So, if we take 1.33, then we will see left hand side this is greater than 0, right. This is positive and greater than 0. So, that means 3 less than P1 by P2 less than 3 point, or rather 1 point. So, it should have been P1 by P2 1.2, 1.4, 1.3, 1.4, 1.3, 1.33, right. So, it lies between 0.3 and 0.33. So, this way, if you, how many number of digit, so it is 1.3. So, how many number of digits you want accurate? So, you have to go on doing the trial and then find out whether it is 1.33 or 1.315, things like that, right. So, this is the way you have to do the trial error and find out the value, right. Okay, thank you.